What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Atriox, and we're back with another First Descendant video. So, I had thought about doing the First Descendant full-on breakdown, just taking out the parts that I like to talk about. But, they actually have, like a 6-minute video where they kind of just go over everything. So we're gonna click on this video. We're gonna check it out, all the new stuff that they're adding to the thing. I saw a screenshot of somebody, one of the pages posting that it's more swimsuits, you know, more Gooner bait and all that stuff. So we're gonna check out everything. I'm looking more alongside the content side because I'm hoping there's a lot more content and stuff to do outside of just the purge stuff, because it gets boring after a while. So we're gonna check this out and jump in. It's a 5-minute video, so I'm gonna try not to talk too much in the intro and just kind of get into it. Anyways, Mr. Dev Live, we cut it down to the essentials. Catch the season 3 sneak peek straight from the stream. Breakthrough is coming this August. Watch the highlights and a glimpse of what's ahead. Now, I hope they do this more often, because a lot of times when they post, like, I can't watch it because I work too early. I work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they stream this at like 10 p.m. That's when I go to sleep. So it's not gonna happen that way. Otherwise I'll have to go and cut through the video. So I kind of wanted to see what they adding to the breakout, because I know they finally doing the walking. They're gonna have Colossus walking around, which is gonna be super sick, especially when you fight with teammates and stuff like that. So I hope there's a lot of stuff to do in this update. I hope this is like one of those really big updates where they add a lot of content so that there's stuff to do for us. But anyways, guys, that's enough talking. We're gonna jump right into it.
Yes, that I think many of you are looking forward to is the Season 3 Breakthrough, as it will be launching on August 7th. And today, we're going to be giving you an early preview
down here.
There's new content called the Battlefield.
Okay.
Every 2 hours, one of the field missions is designated as a battlefield. Within the battlefield are tougher enemies with greater rewards.
Oh, that's awesome.
Naturally, this would encourage players to move around at.
It kind of low-key reminds me of Diablo, where they had those like world boss type situations. I wonder if they're going to be doing something similar to that, which is kind of cool. It gives people a reason to stay on and be like, okay, in like 2 hours, this is about to happen. We get more rewards this way. Boom, let's go.
With a focus on these battlefields. And since Axion is much larger than our previous fields,
I can't wait to see it.
Will be an extremely useful means of
transportation. That's awesome, bro.
We'll be introducing 3 types of hoverbikes: the basic type, balance type, and the acceleration type. Each type will have its own exclusive skins, and of course, you'll be able to customize the paint as well. With the launch of Season 3, all of our players will receive 1 basic hoverbike just by logging into the First Descendant.
Nice.
Many players will be curious about the fact that the battle against the Wall Crasher is an 8-player fight.
I can't wait to see that fight, bro.
Through the menu, you will need to head
to the area.
Boss location.
Okay, so that's the world boss.
The Axion field. So when the scheduled time arrives, the battle will automatically begin, even if there aren't 8 players present, and other players can join during the battle to fight alongside you. As you can see here, the Wall Crasher moves with heavy presence, and the fight revolves around massive area attacks that fill up this large space. So players will need to dodge the Wall Crasher's patterns, and when it prepares its next attack, all 8 players will be able to focus their firepower. We're designing this to be the most efficient farming content within Season 3. Let's move on and talk about the combat within the Axion field. Here on the screen, you can see a new type of monster called the Legion of Breach. At first glance, they may look like individual monsters, but in reality, the Breach spawn are controlled by a single core entity called the Breach Cluster Stack.
It's like the Hive from Destiny.
These monsters is adaptability. Each time a creature is defeated, it transmits information back to the Swarm Stack. The Swarm Stack then uses the data to learn which element was used against it, and then it regenerates new Rift creatures that have stronger resistance to that element. The elemental composition
that's gonna be interesting.
Respawn will appear in.
That's gonna be interesting. Like, you're gonna have multiple types of weapons. Obviously, you're not gonna just have all one types of weapons, anyways. But that's actually a pretty cool. I kind of like that mechanic. It kind of like makes you have to think about fighting certain creatures in this kind of area, because you're not gonna be able to just mow through them with one element type. It's pretty sick.
In the field, and it can shift.
I feel like a lot of us have built up other weapons, so it should be fine.
Enemies you're seeing over here come from this Volga's special assault ship. And once the ship's doors open, these breach followers, which are hanging inside, leap down onto the battlefield. If you manage to shoot them down before they deploy, you can also prevent the enemies inside from ever reaching the battlefield. Players will be able to create like this kind of moment where like large assault ships appear, enemies begin their descent, and like when you shoot one down, the ship will crash, and the monsters they won't be able to deploy. So all these kind of scenes can come out. I also heard that we have some special monsters called Spikers that will appear in Axion. That's a battle scene we wanted to implement for a long time. One where like a large monster charges in alongside a swarm of regular enemies. To bring that vision into life, we created these special monsters called Spikers. Spikers are relatively simple, but you will need to pay attention to some patterns in order to defeat them. Our goal was for the...
That's kind of cool. So this is kind of like the wandering kind of big creatures that spawn in the map. That's gonna be kind of cool. It kind of looks like I don't know if you guys ever played Ark, but like one of those giant alien things that you would find on what's the map called? Scorching Earth. Was it Scorching Earth or no? Aberration. Those are the Reapers. Like that's what it kind of looks like.
Spikers to act as like a wild card within missions in Axion. That's why like we got like 3 different types of Spikers that will appear on rotation depending on the mission. And they don't appear on fixed times. They'll spawn at random moments.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Itself. I'd like to talk about one more thing, which is the trigger modules. We're designing the trigger modules to expand build variety rather than simply focusing on stat growth. So one of them is the battering ram trigger module, which activates when you deal damage to enemies with clash type skills. So when this is triggered, it creates like a 12-meter shockwave beneath the target, stunning them and reducing their defense. Trigger modules will drop with randomized stat values, and players will be able to farm them in Axion. So season 3 will begin on August 7th, and we plan to deliver updates every month. So in August, we'll be introducing Axion content along with Nell. Then in September, the lounge system will be added along with Ultimate Luna. In October, Swords will be added, something many of the...
We're getting Ultimate Luna before we're getting Ultimate, any of the other Ultimates. SMO, like, I mean, I get she's popular, bro, but I think like the older characters need to get their ultimates before they can add like one of the first, because she was like the first character to get released into the game. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Luna players out there, but I feel like there's some of the other characters that could use some love from it, like Kyle and SMO. I think they need to get their ults. It's kind of crazy that they're going with Luna right away. Hopefully I don't know. I hope they don't skip them over and not give them their ultimates, because like, you know, I don't know how I feel about that, dude. I'm not a fan of it, if I'm being honest with you. Like I know there's a lot of Luna players probably are excited about that, but I feel like the older characters should get their ultimates first before newer characters that I feel like it hasn't been a crazy amount of time since Luna first got released. Maybe it wasn't been like a year now. When did Luna get released? I don't know when exactly she got released, but I feel like it's a little too early for her to get her ultimate. I don't know. We'll see how they explain this.
The community are looking forward to. We're also going to add a new dungeon that you can enjoy with the sword weapons.
Okay.
And then in November and December, along with episode 2 story, Ultimate Yujin.
Okay, at least they're getting Ultimate Yujin.
Modules. We also have trading added to the game.
Ooh.
So during season 3, we're planning to add a major update every month, so please look forward to that.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back a little bit. I want to see the roadmap one more time. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, so we have the Axion map being added, new Descendant Nell. So is that the character we saw in the trailer? It looks like it is. She looks cool. Then we have the Wall Crusher, Field Colossus, season 3, episode 1. So this is all launching at the same time, I think. The hover bike, obviously. Then
that you can enjoy with the sword weapons. And then in November and December.
Okay, I want to get that off the thing. So then, okay, they're also adding trigger modules, ultimate weapon 1, the Nier Automata collaboration. That's gonna be interesting to see. A quality of life improvements, they'll come out with that later. And then, okay, so then we're getting our first so that character, so what we saw in the trailer was actually Luna. No, the lounge, that was like the area where you could just like kind of like see the descendants, talk to them and stuff like that thing. And then we have Ultimate Luna coming first. Luna's Descendant story, the new fellow, they're bringing a husky. What else they did? November update. Another new story, probably about Yujin. New dungeon, another new descendant, ancestor module. Okay, so they're adding more power-ups. This is gonna probably be affecting characters. Module trade, new collaboration. And then October, we're getting another update, which is gonna introduce swords plus modules, external composition set, Void Abyss Intercept battle, Molten Fortress variant. Okay, so we're getting a new Abyss battle. And then in December, we get a new dungeon, Ultimate Yujin Descendant story, and Vibe Deathstalker variant. It's gonna be the new raid boss, I assume. I wouldn't mind if they flopped this and put Luna behind for December. So I just feel like it's too early for her to get her ultimate. Like I don't know. I feel like they're kind of ignoring. They're not showing any love to SMO, even though, which is weird because I feel like what's his name? Kyle, right? He wasn't he the one in the trailer? And when he had the little mic and he was like smacking on Ajax's butt, and then Ajax punched him across the way. Like, I feel like you gave a lot of promotion to him, so it's kind of weird that he hasn't gotten like his ultimate variant first before Luna. I don't know, but this is cool. I saw that there was other stuff that's missing from this. There's like a swimsuit. There's supposed to be a swimsuit kind of happening. Let's see what people think. One time rewards for challenge content must go. It's a great content, but it's a waste of developers' time. Blah blah blah. Have it will become the game. Keep on cooking. How can you get a lot of experience to level up your mastery? Show more skins on VS's new swimsuit before it comes out. Also, is there gonna be a universal swimsuit for all the females? Okay, I kind of want to see one more thing before we get out of here. I'm gonna pull up the actual full-on live stream, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff missing from this. Like, they didn't show the skin. I guess you guys can look at the skins afterwards. It's fine, whatever. We'll just end it here. But I don't know how I feel about how I feel about Luna getting her ultimate so fast, because I feel like it's too fast. Like, I feel like it hasn't been that long since she came out. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm not a fan of Luna getting her ultimate so fast, especially when you have characters like Kyle and SMO. Yujin, I'm glad Yujin's getting his ultimate at least, though. So, I mean, I guess it's fine. If you want to put like one of the new characters get the ultimate, and then one of the older characters get the ultimate, which is fine, because there's only like, what, 3 characters? Is it 3 characters that didn't get their ultimates? I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine when you really think about it. But anyways, yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on it. It was cool. We got some good updates coming for the future. Hopefully they keep doing this and they condense the videos, live stream, so it's easier for us to kind of go back and watch for those of us who actually have to work and stuff. But anyways, yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on like the whole situation with Luna getting her ultimate and all the stuff we saw in this little short 5-minute video. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.